Welcome back. And as we are recording this, me and my friend Stephanie, happy Easter for those of you who celebrate those kinds of festivities. Happy Easter to all around the world. Welcome back to this News and Nonsense for this Easter Sunday, April 21st. If this is your first time here, I have no idea why. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is a News and Nonsense program that we do record usually every Sunday morning. Stephanie is from the Boston area. She's a singer-songwriter currently touring in Germany. If you haven't checked out The Angelic Voice, as my friends have called her, just check her out on YouTube. The best way to remember her and this conversation is search on YouTube Stephanie Sweet Insomnia. That was her last hit song. I guess it was 3 years ago already. That's too long, yeah. Stephanie. Yes, don't make this.
I know.
Anyway, she's working on it. But though
I saw that eye roll.
She's been super busy. We'll explain her in a second. But on YouTube, search, be nice. Search Stephanie Sweet Insomnia, and that'll get you to where you need to go for her songs. You can pick up her songs on Amazon, iTunes, stephanieforian.bandcamp.com, Uncle Guido's Basement. No, but anyway, Stephanie, welcome and happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too. Thanks for having me.
How's the new songs going for the El Living album project?
They're going. There's too many songs for the album already, which is great. I just have to start recording them.
Okay. But yeah. It's better to have too much than too little, obviously.
I agree.
I know you said you want to record or do 20, maybe put 10 or so on the CD, on the album, right?
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Awesome. You can check out the songs in their pre-production form on the stephanieforian.bandcamp.com. They are totally free to download. But if you like what you see, toss her a few dollars here and there just to say thank you. Okay. So we'll get started with some regular news. Then we'll go into the nonsense. This is normally how this format is on this technology channel. So I'll start off with some technology news. Well, speaking of technology, I'm watching the Weather Channel, Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
And of all things, the Weather Channel the other day, Thursday morning, got hacked.
Really?
I'm like, boy, somebody really doesn't like clouds.
Why would you hack the Weather Channel?
They were hacked for like an hour, I think. I'm not sure, but I caught the news on my phone, like on my news feed. I'm like, that has to be a type. I'm like, wow. I guess it was a cloudy day for the Weather Channel, but no. I mean, they got hacked. You know what?
Oh.
Some kid in China or like Russia has way too much time on his hands. Anyway, welcome back, Weather Channel. And thanks, today it's cloudy, so who cares? No, but I'm just kidding. Anyway, they got hacked, so go figure. Okay, let's start off with some Samsung news. Samsung has what was supposed to be, I guess, the smartphone of the future. It's called the Galaxy Fold. It's a phone that unfolds into a tablet.
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, it runs about 2,000. Well, guess what, Stephanie?
What?
You'll never guess. It's breaking.
I was like, is it exploding? Okay, it's just breaking.
No, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's peeling, it's breaking, it's cracking, and apparently these things were breaking during the live reviews of the people on YouTube on the phones. They're like, oopsie. Yeah, because Samsung sends out a certain amount of freebies. I guess they're free to these reviewers. I'm like, okay, well, they're breaking, cracking, a cracked half screen. I guess a cracked half screen is better than a cracked full screen. I don't know what's going on. First came the exploding phones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's in their research and testing department. Is it like a bunch of squirrels testing these phones? Not to be rude or nothing, but you would think if you're charging $2,000 for a phone, it's been pre-tested. I mean, if the phone's $100, okay. But it seems to me that this is one of those cases, Stephanie, where you do not get what you paid for. Unless you were looking for a broken Galaxy Fold, you know. Well, I hope the company doesn't fold on this. Yeah, so look, you know what? You want a good deal on the phone, buy Motorola. The flashlight just came on. It's one of those things where you do this, it has motion gesture, you know.
That's because it's a bright idea to get a Motorola.
That's one for Stephanie. But yeah, it's like
my first pun.
Okay. Anyway, Motorola. You know, first HTC was the darling of the Android smartphone world. Mm-hmm. Then they kind of fizzled. Then Samsung took over. Now they're having issues. I think it's time for Uncle Guido's smartphones. Yeah. You sign up and he'll make you an offer you can't refuse on the contract. All right, let's move along. These are the world's most hacked passwords. Stephanie, is
Mhm.
yours on the list? And it's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, I need to change mine. Oh my god. Yeah, I
Me
guess
too.
I know. People are using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 QWERTY as in the QWERTY keyboard.
Hmm.
They're using the word password as password. They're using 111. Wow. Password one, I love you. Oh, that's clever. As the password. Okay, yeah. I usually use a sentence, like a
Yeah.
silly sentence as a password.
Hmm.
Like I love cheesecake on Mars or something. That's not my password, but something where it makes no sense
Yeah.
to somebody else.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess people are still using these easy passwords.
You know what's frustrating is I try to use the sentence thing for mine too,
Yeah.
and a lot of the companies will limit like the characters, and
Oh.
but like they'll limit it to something you could never make a sentence. It'll be like 13 characters or something.
Uh, uh,
And
then you
some of
kind
them wouldn't
of
even let me use capital letters. And I was like, how is this supposed to be a secure password if I can't use any punctuation? I can't use any capital
yeah,
letters, just letters and numbers.
that's like the opposite of beans. I guess you could shorten, like if you say I love chocolate Mars, you can spell love LUV and try to, but that defeats the purpose. You want a longer password. Sometimes they're too long. I don't remember. What was that password? I actually have a little black book. I think I've shown this before with passwords.
Oh, hey,
And I'm an old-fashioned Italian. Yeah.
even a
Anyway,
new meaning to the little black book.
number two for Stephanie. Yes, I keep all the passwords in front. Then on the second half of the book, I keep. Well, never mind. I can't go there. But no. Shh. Okay. Yes, it's the usual. I keep dates of birthdays and stuff like that's what it is.
Mhm.
Okay. Next story. Shut up. Facebook. I have speaking of contacts, Facebook.
Mhm.
Facebook has become the poster child of unintentionally collecting data. They collect, yeah, that's even a quotation marks on this is off of wired.com.
Mhm.
They collected inadvertently 1.5 million users' email contacts. Oopsie, they hit the wrong button. I wonder if at the Facebook headquarters there's a special keyboard button that says data collection, data collection, data collection. It would make things easier. Hey, look, if you're going to do it, why not just make it a one-click option?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Well, this past week, for all the people who are using Windows 7, and I'm
Hmm.
not too crazy about Windows 10 because I guess last week Windows had another updates snafu, as it were. This is starting to be, from now on, Windows and Microsoft only let out news items updates when things work. Just only do that. I know it's going to be a long wait, but that's okay.
Hmm.
Um, the Ubuntu family of I know Ubuntu is somewhat popular there in Germany.
Yes. Hmm.
The Ubuntu family of Linux-based systems got released. We have Ubuntu. I use Ubuntu Mate. It's pronounced Mate, but Ubuntu
Hmm.
Mate, Ubuntu, Zubuntu, Lubuntu, Cheesecake Ubuntu, Filet Mignon Ubuntu. Uh, there's like multiple variations of the Ubuntu desktop for different
Hmm.
users and different machines. Like if you have an older machines, you wouldn't use Ubuntu. You would use Lubuntu. L as in light, I guess. Lubuntu, get it. Anyway,
Hmm.
but that was released this past Thursday. The whole bunch of them. I tested Ubuntu, Ubuntu Mate. They're good. So if you're looking for a possible replacement to Windows, you may want to take a look at the Ubuntu family of Linux-based operating systems. There's even an interview,
Very
yeah, there's even an interview. I know Stephanie's like, oh no, my graphics drivers on Windows again. Really? There's an interview with the founder of Ubuntu, Mark Shuttleworth,
hmm.
who shaved his head and sporting a beard. He almost looks like Moses. But anyway, well, it is Easter Sunday. That's why it's okay. All right. That's all I have for the regular news. Why don't you give me your news, and then we'll switch over to the nonsense.
All right. Well, I think this is a good transition to nonsense because I only have nonsense, but I'll begin with my tech nonsense. So,
Go ahead.
today I'm just focusing on things I heard on the internet.
Yes.
So these are all quotes from other people that I randomly found on the internet. Here are some tech quotes, little stories and anecdotes. Someone stole my Microsoft Office, and they're going to pay. You have my word.
Ha 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 ha. Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
think of it. I just heard
Okay.
it on the internet.
It's good. It's good. Okay. All right.
Okay. Another story. Our system administrator is on vacation. I don't know how he does it, but every morning there appears to be a new splash screen on all office computers, and it's of him at the beach.
Smart. I like that. Smart. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So those were my only tech-based ones, but I do have a couple of neat little stories here.
Mm-hmm.
I threw a boomerang a few years ago. Now I live in constant fear.
Look out. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It makes you wonder if it's still going. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My housemate accused me of being immature. I told her to get out of my fort.
Okay.
That may or may not have been me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet.
Oh. Okay.
The ultimate tragedy.
Yes.
Yes. Someone stole my mood ring. I don't know how I feel about that.
Good one. I like that one. You're clever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. 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 Good one.
Working in a mirror factory is something I can totally see myself doing.
Okay. All right. Clever. Okay. Clever. Clever.
Okay. They say you should just say no to drugs, but if you're talking to your drugs, you probably already said yes.
You know, man, I like to do a line on the holidays. Yeah. Okay. No. Just a joke.
One.
Don't do drugs.
Exactly. Just say no.
Yes.
Especially if your drugs are talking to you.
Especially, yeah.
So this one I think applies, I mean, because I live in a foreign country, I thought this was pretty funny. It says, I'm studying to be an interpreter in France. The only exam that I have failed so far is the Spanish one. It wouldn't be so bad, except for the fact that I am a native Spanish speaker.
Okay. Okay.
And then here I have one for the Germans, which is a joke. How many Germans does it take to replace a light bulb?
Uh-oh.
1. They're very efficient and not very funny.
That actually makes sense. They are very efficient, yeah.
They really are.
They really are. They just cut to the chase and they get it done and none of this nonsense. And yeah, no, that actually makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Although I have to disagree with the second part because I've met a lot of very funny Germans.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're remarkably efficient at telling their jokes. So.
Okay. Well, there you go. If I ever go to Germany, I'll keep that in mind. See, I had I remember that video last year before you were trying to unlid that jar of tomatoes. You're like, and you couldn't do it. See, if I was there, I would have said, Stephanie, I would have grabbed the jar, put it in the garbage. I would have called Germany's Domino's Pizza. I say, hey pal, I don't speak German, but I want a large with extra cheese. And when he starts cursing to me in German, Stephanie, it's for you. That's what I would have said.
That would have worked.
That would have been efficient. Okay, I would have saved time with you trying to work on your, biceps. Okay.
Yeah, the Italian came up with the efficient idea. That was an unexpected twist.
I don't know if that's it. Okay, that's number 3 for Stephanie. I'm losing today.
That's okay. I lose every other podcast.
That was good. I like that with the twist. Okay. All right, let's move. This is what we do on Sundays. We joke and okay. All right. Let's go into my nonsense. Okay. It's from Canada. Hello, Canada. Loose moose leads Canadian police to stolen car. I don't know how a moose does that, but it says police in Canada said a loose moose running through Newfoundland and Labrador ended up doing them a favor by leading them to a stolen car. The Newfoundland Constabulary, I guess that's how you say it. Constabulary. That's what it says. It sounds like a chocolate bar. No, but that's Cadbury. Never mind.
Too much chocolate on the brain for Easter.
I know. Yes. Yes, Easter chocolate. That's right.
Mhm.
The Newfoundland Constabulary said several reports came in Saturday about a moose heading south in St. John's. Police made multiple attempts to escort the moose. Okay, back to the wood areas.
I'd like to see
Police,
that. How
yeah.
to escort a moose.
They made multiple attempts, but the animal kept giving officers the slip. It's a moose. It wasn't what it was driving a stolen car or something. Anyway, but at least the moose led the police to a stolen car. So maybe they should make the moose honorary deputy or something.
Mm.
Okay, this is from Florida. I used to live there. A Florida town said contractors corrected a crosswalk where residents noticed school was spelled Schohol. Soho. Caution, Soho. This is the city of Doral. Not sure where that's at. Tweeted the mistake first on a TV news report. Anyway, the typo was fixed with the correct. Maybe they should have retyped it with idiots or something. Just a joke. Just a joke. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is Indiana. Walmart shoppers beware.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned a story like this last week, but police warn of goose attacking Walmart shoppers. I think that goose is a plant from Target. Don't shop here, goose. Don't shop here. Don't shop here. Yeah, police said that shoppers suffered minor injuries from their encounters by getting goosed, I guess. Geese can be territorial, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did the goose get there? I don't know.
I like your theory.
Okay. I think it's a plant by Target to get the customers to go to Target.
I agree.
Yes. Okay.
100%.
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's right. We have the scoop. This is a story out of Germany. Are you near Frankfurt?
About 4 hours away.
Okay. Well, a World War II bomb found in a river in Frankfurt was safely detonated.
Mm-hmm. That happens a lot all over the country.
Yeah, you mentioned that. It says, "Thank you, Frankfurt." Police said in the tweet, "We did it again. The bomb has been successfully defused." This gives a whole new meaning to that, saying, "Hey, that thing was the bomb." Yeah, it was literally. Mm-hmm. I know because of World War II, there's still a problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I keep reading stories like this. I don't think I'll be paying a visit to Germany, Stephanie. Sorry. Yeah.
I've been living here for a while, and I've never died.
I understand. I understand. I prefer my vacation trips, cities to not explode. Just a crazy thing I have,
You're probably going to have to avoid Europe then.
Okay. All right. I'll stick with Italy. Okay. What else do I have? This is the final one. This is cute. A Michigan 5-year-old calls 911 for help with fast food craving.
Oh.
This is a 5-year-old from Michigan made a memorable call to police after craving fast food. According to WZZM, I guess that's the TV station, this kid really wanted McDonald's, but his grandma was sleeping. So the boy decided to call 911 to see if they could help. This is how the conversation went. Kent County 911, what's your emergency? Can you bring me McDonald's? I'm sorry, what? Can you bring me McDonald's? No, I can't bring you McDonald's. From there, the dispatchers reached out to police because maybe they thought that was a real problem. Good call. The police were happy to oblige and even picked up some McDonald's for the kid. I guess the police are, hey, I figured I was driving past McDonald's anyway. So, well, good for the police officer. It says here,
your friend and helper. Yeah,
that's right. You know what? I have a craving for filet mignon. Let me call 911. No, but it turns out that the kid was using an old phone that was connected to Wi-Fi, which grandma didn't know could still be used to call 911. See, kids today, they're shrewd.
Oh yeah, they know stuff.
Yeah, so it says here finally we get a lot of people who are letting kids play on their cell phone. A lot of them are deactivated, and parents don't realize they can still call 911. So yeah, if you give a kid a deactivated phone, make sure you deactivate the Wi-Fi, unless you really love McDonald's. So that's all I have for this one. how far you got to go? Have you done all the songs? Or are you still trying to do the songs for the Living album?
I still have to record them, but I've got them all now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of finding time. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if Stephanie can sell like a zillion albums by tomorrow, she can stop doing the other job that she's picking up, and then she can buy some free time. It's not asking for much. Anyway.
Exactly. All I need is a zillion.
Just a zillion.
Dollars.
Okay, maybe half a zillion.
Yeah, I could live with half. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, that will wrap it up for this Easter Sunday, again, as we record this. So catch us normally every Sunday, unless Stephanie is busy with Taylor Swift or somebody. But usually catch us Sunday nights is when I usually post these. So, then we'll go from there. So, again, check out Stephanie's voice music here on YouTube and on stephanieforian.bandcamp.com. Once you guys see this on YouTube, I'll have some links below in the show notes. So if you buy the CD on the Bandcamp, if you ask her, she will sign the CD and autograph it for you. But you have to ask her, okay? All right. So I guess I'll say Buona Pasqua, which Happy Easter in Italian and German.
Frohes Ostern.
Okay, that's what she said. So on that note, I'll say arrivederci.
Guten Tag. Tschüss.